What's up, mobile gamers? It's Gigs back with another T3 video. You already know we're going over the nerfs. We've got Jabali on screen, and these are the three heroes that got nerfed that I want to talk about. That is Sindri right here. A little bit of a lag on picking her, right? And then you got Jabali, obviously, and then Johnny, which was surprising to me because I don't think he's very strong. I have never had a problem with Johnny before, and I don't think I'm going to now, if I'm being honest with you guys. But we'll jump into some matches. We'll probably do one match with each hero, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on how the changes have impacted them. Now, if you guys didn't know, the only change Jabali really had is he got a reduction on his energy barrier by like 6,000 health. Normally, a lot of people would be like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. I agree. It isn't that big of a deal. I don't think it's going to change him very much, but what's going to happen is you're going to see him come in line with where I had him on the tier list and why I said Jabali's not that good. Because you can't get healed while the shield is up, right? If I'm playing any of my healers here... Oh, we got into a game. Perfect. So we will snag him really quick. I don't think we'll have any trouble picking him, honestly. I think you'll see a lot more rubies than Jabali's. And Fort has been making a lot of appearances lately. Fort has been in a lot more matches than I had him in before. And I think that's healthy for the game. I think a lot of the other Vanguards can benefit from the quote-unquote nerf to Jabali. Now, you'll see that Jabali is going to be more in line with how I told you to play him, and they're kind of almost forcing the playstyle that I mentioned onto him. Personally, I'm going to probably stick with the Gatlin. Oh, okay, hang on. Everybody's changing around here. So now I'll still stick with the Gatlin. Do they have a Gatlin? They do not. They have a Gloria, which is now Gatlin's counter. So you'll see a lot more Glorias. I am kind of surprised we even had somebody go Gatlin, but they are very high ranked with her. Gatlin is still very good. If you guys saw my last video, probably going to drop these on the same day. So one's part 1, the other's part 2. And Jabali's health, right? It's 30,000 instead of 36,000, right? And it's going to change how he plays. You have to be very careful about when you put his shield up and how often you use his shield, because it's not going to be able to do as much as it could before. And what we're going to do here is we're going to basically focus on helping the Gatlin not take damage. Help out the Osas a little bit. There we go. I wanted to get the Victor. Victor's been... can't wait to play him, honestly. Normally I would not play Victor, but I think he's going to be very strong, especially compared to what he was before. And I'm kind of surprised to see all of us on the point like this. Is that the... Okay, I wasn't sure if that was the enemy Osas barrier or not. So, like, right now, I'm going to get rid of his barrier and stop using it. And we're going to try to get the Victor. And now that he has pushed us and we are low on health, we put the barrier up. And so we use the barrier to gain health back. And then we drop it. And you kind of have to use it sporadically and make sure you use it strategically. And you have to make sure that you're doing it for your team. That's how I would put it. They do have a Gatlin. Okay, that's interesting. I did not expect the Gatlin pick, but not sure how much we need to worry about it. Our Gatlin's doing very good. And we're actually going to make sure that there's nobody... Yep, okay, hang on. We got the... Is that Mark? Oh, it doesn't go up the stairs. That's weird. So we're going to jump back into the fray here. Alright, we're going to see if we can't... Oh, here, we're going to ultimate, because we got two guys close by us. Alright, so you see there, I actually pulled back because we got them off the point. That's really what the goal was. And so now, I thought I heard a Hua Ling ultimate. Maybe it was our team, but you can see that Chemist's trying to do some damage. And so our shield's low, drop it. And then we're going to try to help out against the mark here. And then we got the flank coming around the right. So Jabali is far more team and control oriented, and I think I'm really glad to see that. And like I mentioned in the Gatlin video,
sorry, you're trapped.
There we go. Talk about an easy win, you guys. I think Jabali's perfect. I think that was exactly what he needed, and I honestly wouldn't even call it a nerf. Honestly, I know a lot of you guys are like, what? How are you not going to call that a nerf? You know what I mean? Honestly, it's not. It's not a nerf, you guys. They're just bringing him in line. They're giving him the playstyle he needs to be using. And I think it's perfect. I think it's awesome. Very, very excited. We are going to jump into a match here with... Who's my other one? We'll go Sindri, I think. If Sindri does get picked, we will obviously pick Johnny. I don't imagine they'll both get picked. This is my favorite skin for Sindri right here. And we're going to jump into a match with her because I have not played her yet. She got an incredible nerf. I don't think it was warranted. She has not been very strong in the recent patches. I have not been worried about Sindri. She's never been a problem. But we will jump into a match with her. She got her drone, had its health reduced. She got a nerf to her damage, and she can no longer heal herself. So, quite the list of changes. So we did get her. I didn't expect to even need to pick her very quickly, but we're not gonna do very good in this match. We don't have any Vanguard heroes, and I mean, we do have the Gloria, which is nice, but I think I would like to see Skady or Chemist switch around to a DPS or... Yeah, see, they got a Ruby and a Jabali with 2 healers. We're not getting out of this one easy. This is going to be a rough one. So, Sindri has been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. And it sucks because I don't think she needs the nerfs, you guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't think she needs them. The health to the ball was nice. I'll admit it. The health to the ball was nice. But the health that she gets from her healing is no longer affecting her, which I think is a big, big problem. You should have just reduced it or reduced the health that she gives to teammates or something, because the healers need that health. I'll be completely 100% honest with you guys. She needs that ability to give herself health, and it's going to hurt her for sure. We're actually going to flank. I knew that they would destroy my Rage Ball. And they have a... Is that a Vincent? That's... Yep. Okay. I was just to turn around and say, I think that's a Vincent. And it turns out it was. So I'm glad they switched to Vincent, because he's very much way easier to deal with than before. And I would imagine he's going to sit up here and play the flanker game. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be... Yep, there he is. Yep, so you can see there he is. He decided to kill the Rage Ball for some reason. So we're going to get some healing to the Chemist. Yep, I still think she's insane. We'll drop the drone. Make sure you guys, if you do play Sindri, the drone's little health bonus that it gives you when you pick it up is crazy good now. Yeah, get out of here, Vincent. I'm not some noob. Like I said, Vincent's not very good now. Oh, hang on, we're dead. Yep. So, I think Shell's very good. I think you'll see a little bit more of her. But like I mentioned before, that Glory's going to die. The Vincent's going to sneak up on her. And you're going to see a lot more of these other heroes. And I think picking up the drone is paramount. It is the biggest thing you need to do as a Sindri player. Yep, we're dead here. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's very difficult to play Sindri now with a bad team like this one. We have our ultimate. I don't know if I necessarily want to use it, but look at the Vincent go, dude. He is destroying our team.
Tracking hostiles.
Yep, did we not? It doesn't even... I think that the nerf was too much, you guys. I don't think that she needed it. She wasn't really doing very good, you know, before. And I think now she's going to be in a position to... That is crazy. How did he reach me? He was, like, way in front of me. I did not think he could reach me from that far. I'm wondering if they buffed the radius of his sword secretly or didn't mention it, because he should not have been able to reach me. Alright, well, we're gonna lose this one for sure, you guys, unfortunately. I hate to say that and be the bearer of bad news, but... Alright, heal her up, call the drone back. Now... Thought maybe that was the Vincent. Honestly, you can never be too sure when it's a Vincent. Yep, see him running away.
Is what it takes.
Ah, that's so crazy how he got me. We'll be playing him a little bit too. He did get a nerf, but I'm not really sure. Ooh, that's rough. Like I said, she didn't need the nerf, honestly. I'm just gonna keep saying it and saying it and saying it because she didn't need the nerf. And what did the Vincent? Oh, 10 and 3 is not bad. I'll give him a thumbs up for that. Vincent's difficult to play, and I don't think he necessarily needed the nerf, but for the high-end players, they probably won't notice it. And the fact that he's already pay to win, you know, you have to buy him, is probably what a lot of people don't like about him. So we will jump into a match with Johnny next. Now, Johnny had a lot of changes as well. Not quite as many as Sindri, but his Veil of Chaos has a cooldown... a cooldown increase. We keep jumping into matches before I can talk about it, but his Veil of Chaos, so when he jumps into a puddle, that had a cooldown increase. So you can't just jump, and that's fine. I'm not worried about that. He got a nerf to his main gun, and a nerf to the little ball dude. The nerf to the gun is crazy. He already was having trouble securing kills. And there you go. See, I had 3 people were playing Johnny beforehand. And I think you're gonna find out that Johnny is not very good. It's very difficult to play him. And I think that the nerf's just gonna make him even worse. He's so predictable and easy to counter. I don't know why people... Like, honestly, I had a harder time with that Vincent last game than I have ever had with Johnny. I've never had a problem with Johnny. Especially... I mean, when he had the 2 puddles, maybe, he was kind of hard to deal with because they would stay in and you wouldn't know which one he was in. But now, once he flips, all you do is shoot around at it and you can kill him. It doesn't heal him enough. It doesn't hide him enough. It's not big enough. And then this little... The ball dude... Right, 10-second cooldown. I don't think... I do like that it's different colors now, which is nice. But I don't think the ball was really a priority for nerfing. It already was kind of bad. And now he has a slower cooldown on the puddles, which sucks. His gun got nerfed. I just think that it wasn't needed. But we'll see. I'm not so sure... Is that the Gatlin? Yep, it's the Gatlin, okay. Okay, why is there... Interesting, okay. Drop the ball, and then jump over here. Yep, see? Look at this. The Victor's just gonna shoot at me. Yeah, it's it's sad out here as a Johnny main. I think he's very, very weak compared to what he used to be. Luckily, we have a good team with us. Now, he is a flanker, right? So a lot of people would use him to hold the point, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, how did we get stunned like that? Okay, hang on, hang on. Watch this. Little ball. Jump over here. And there you go. See the ball doing damage? It's not as much as it used to be. And thanks to the team being good, I think we're going to do very nice this round. I would say the Gatlin, we have to worry about the Gatlin. Who's that? Didn't even see who it was. Oop. Gatlin coming in. We'll drop the ball up there. Try to help out with the fort. I think Johnny's going to be a crazy good assist hero now. Don't know why the Gatlin just dropped. Talk about a death sentence. See if we can't get the payload to come over here a little bit. And like I said, we have a good team. So I think you'd see what you saw last match is what you would see. Like I mentioned, I don't think Sindri's as good as she used to be, but I don't think her nerf was too crazy. Yep, there's the fort. And so if the fort actually comes... Yeah, I think the fort's gonna try to focus us. What in the world?
Sorry, you're trapped.
Yep. Did he just knock us out? What in the... Yep, here, we're just gonna push the payload a little bit. Team's very good. We will kind of push the payload. I still think he's useful for the payload for sure. It's not necessarily that crazy of a nerf. But you see the Gatlin is just incredible with her usefulness. And I think you are going to need to bait the puddles more. So right when you do this, and if there's cover here, don't go into it. So they shoot it for no reason. Especially if you don't need the help. So we're gonna throw the ball over there. We're gonna use the ultimate to block off some of this payload area. There we go. See, I still think he's good, right? I love Johnny. I'll always love Johnny. And honestly, I don't care that they nerfed him. Like, I'm still gonna play him. It's just so fun. We didn't get MVP. That's okay. And I will just show you guys the Vincent nerfs because I'm not really too worried about it. You know what I mean? Nobody really plays Vincent unless they have him, and most people don't have him. So we're gonna accept this invite real quick. If we don't crash. Is it gonna crash? It's frozen. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, I've been having a lot of technical difficulties for sure. But we will jump into the training area with Vincent, and I'll just show you guys the changes, because honestly, I don't think that most people are going to notice. The amount of people that play Vincent is very minimal, and I think you're going to notice the Sindri nerfs way more. Vincent's kind of alright. He comes out of his cloaking, right, so you go cloak,
a clean job
and then
done
he goes out of his that, and so that's not the ability that got changed. He does have his clone. Right, but the ultimate is the cloak, and I can't show it to you just yet. But when we will have him shoot us here, if he will even shoot us. Okay, I messed that up. So I don't know. I would have to get. Let me do this right here. Right. So watch this. Oh, come on, Victor. Come on. Come on, Victor. There you go. Right. So now, come out. Slower cooldown, right? I will show you the range on this, because each of these blocks is 2 meters, right? And so look at how far away. Look at that sword length. I think that they buffed it. I don't remember it being very, like, that's insane. That's how far away. Here, we'll do it again. Look at this sword. Look. It's a 2 meter, 4 meter, I mean, 4 meter. Look how far away Yeah, it's just insane. I think they buffed the sword, and if they didn't, it just was very much noticeable before. So I don't think the Victor changes are going to be that big of a deal. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. I think that's one of the ones we'll have to wait on. But we do have this. We'll show you guys that later, probably Monday, like I said, now that we have it. But of all the nerfs, I think the biggest one is going to be Sindri. I don't think she's as strong as she used to be, and you're going to have to rely on her passive to bring back that drone, and she's going to be far more concerned about support. I think they shouldn't have taken away the heal to yourself. I think it should have been a smaller heal. They should have just reduced the heal, and she'd be fine. But the fact she can't heal herself at all is exactly the problem that you see with all of these heroes. All of these heroes who can heal themselves. The only one that can is Neon, sort of, and Chemist. Chemist can heal herself with her other abilities. Let me see. I will jump into just a quick training area with Sindri and see if the ball heals you. If you're near your drone, if it heals you. I would imagine it doesn't because they stopped her from healing herself, but we will check. So she does have the they have like a passive, all of the heroes, where once you're out of the range radius here, let's see, how far is that radius? Perfect, it's right over here. So we'll get some damage from the... Okay, hang on, we're gonna just recall the Rage Ball and let good old Mark damage us here. Okay, here we go, and then we heal. So it can kind of heal yourself with the ball. But we'll recall the ball, and we won't drop it this time, and I'll show you guys the difference. Right, and then we heal. So you can't really heal yourself. You got the passive coming into effect, where if you're out of combat, I think they buffed it for all of the healers. So, like, when you're out of combat, it's going to be way better. So, she does kind of heal herself with the passive, and I'm thinking that they did buff it a little bit. So she's not as strong as she used to be, and I think that's the one you guys are going to notice the most. So those are the nerfs. Look out for the buffs on Saturday. Probably going to do a nice long video for you guys. But I wanted to focus on the nerfs first because I know a lot of you guys are freaking out, probably if you main any of these heroes, that they're not going to be as good. And I honestly don't think you're going to notice it. Besides, Johnny's still good, Vincent's still good, Jabali's still awesome. So those are my thoughts, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.